There is one mountain bike product that came out recently that has literally changed my life forever. And I thought I should probably tell you. So let's talk about it. Hey guys, Josh here again with Daily Mountain Bike Rider, and today we're talking about a product that I am totally blown away by. Before we jump in, I should say that as a mountain bike YouTuber, I have a really unique opportunity to test a ton of mountain bike products. A lot of times I hear about products just like you guys. I go down to my local bike shop and buy them and try them out. Other times companies send me products for free because they want me to test them and think they're going to change my life. And usually when I'm trying a new product, it makes my life a little bit better or makes my life a little more interesting. But overall, it's rare that I find a product that just absolutely blows me away that I think everybody should seriously consider buying. Usually because it's affordable, it's something that really is a game changer, and it's just awesome. Now, before I tell you what the product is, I have to start by telling you a story about why I had to tell you about this. You see, just a couple weeks ago, I was out on a ride with my friend Mike. Mike has a really cool little YouTube channel called The Middle-Aged Mediocre Mountain Biker and films all the time when we go and ride, which I love. Anyway, it was like any other ride, and I asked Mike, hey, are you gonna bring a tool? Because I always need a tool, because I am a tool, and I always forget to bring one. And he said, yeah, I got one in my fanny pack. So we go climb up, we probably do 1,500 feet of elevation. It was a long climb, and I realized my shifting starts getting off, my derailleur or my axle was probably loose, and I really needed to tighten it. So I jump off my bike, I take a look, and my axle is literally about to pop off, and I look at Mike and say, hey Mike, can I borrow your tool? And he looks at me with that look of horror like, remember when I said I had a tool? Yeah, I don't, so. Yeah, it ended up with me breaking a chain, having to use that broken chain, slamming it into my axle to tighten it just so I can coast back to the car after 1,500 feet of climbing and do no downhill on a mountain bike trail. It was awful. So that's when I realized there had to be a better solution. And so in comes the most beautiful product I've ever seen. It's Oneup's new EDC Lite tool. I'm sure you guys have heard about the EDC tool from Oneup. It basically allows you to tap into your fork steerer tube and store a whole bunch of tools. Now, when this first came on the market, it really intrigued me, but the thing I didn't love is it looked pretty complex in order to tap into your steerer tube. I've heard of people worried about warranty issues, even though I haven't heard anybody actually having an issue. And while I really liked the idea, it looked very invasive and I wasn't sure if I wanted to jump in. And then when I saw this product come out, which I love that my local bike shop, the made a whole video on. I loved it because it was super easy to install, and of course it would allow me to have a tool that I could use anytime I need it. And while the full-on EDC tool looks really great, this little EDC Lite tool provides only the things you go to all the time. Allen keys, a flathead screwdriver, and of course a T25 because Schramm keeps using them. So I headed down to my local bike shop, the Co., which can also be your local bike shop, and I asked Mike what this was all about, and he basically said, dude, seriously, this is gonna be the best thing you ever use. You're gonna have it on all your bikes and never forget a tool. So I picked it up, looked at the instructions online, and realized this really is the easiest thing to install. All you need to do is do a quick measurement to make sure your steer tube is long enough. You just measure it from the bottom of where your fork actually has a gap in it. I think for most forks, it has to be 8¼ inches. For the 38s, it has to be 8½. I'll put it up here. And once you have enough length, all you have to do is take off your current star nut, which for mine, of course, was a beautiful FSA head cap. Had to take out that nut, put in Oneup's one, and then all you have to do is hold your top cap on there and then use a hammer to push it down. Now, don't be a dummy like me and screw in the screw way too far and then not actually push down the EDC Lite insert far enough, and then you look like a goober and realize you have to do it over again. But anyway, literally after only 4 minutes and even a dummy like me, this tool sits perfectly flush in my bike. Which, if you're wondering, this is a new bike that I can't wait to tell you about. It is the new Ibis Ripley AF. I absolutely love it. I paid full price for it. One of the best bikes I've ever bought. Review coming later. But after it's all done, what you have is this super available, very flush tool that again only costs $40. I compared this to the tool that I usually carry with me, and this thing costs about $15 to $20. So for just $20 more, you have it accessible all the time. And now, since I'm gonna put it on all my bikes, I will never run into the same problem that I had where I ruined a ride without having a tool. Anyway, I just want to make this quick video because I think it's important for you guys to know about good products like this. I wish everybody in the planet had this tool because then I wouldn't have to buy them. But I encourage you to check these out on your own. All right, I think that's about it. Enough about me talking about a tool in my garage. Don't be a tool. Get out there, ride your bike, and make sure you do it every day.